was asked again for last year, aren't you going to be frightened of what? You know what I mean? Of what? I mean, there's all these. I've been watching the 10 scariest camping clips caught on camera. 10 scariest camping this and that. You know, laid in the tent and what's that? What's that? And I've never heard an animal make that noise before. No, because you haven't been out on the night before. There's a lot of animals that you'll never hear during the day. They only come out at night. They're nocturnal. Yeah, and all these. I mean, I can't. I don't want to insult people, but that these people are saying, oh yeah, and there's, let's say, skinwalkers, windigos. We won't mention Bigfoot. Skinwalkers, windigos, all banshees, Mothman, all the list goes on and on and on. Right, and what makes me laugh is, right, they're all talked about in that TV show. I wish I could remember. I'll put the name up. Supernatural, yeah, Supernatural, and that was a huge hit. A huge hit, right? Millions watched it. The funny thing is that started the same time YouTube was created, and now all of a sudden people see skinwalkers and they're all in that Supernatural TV series. But whatever. But no, the only thing, if you want something to be frightened of. Now, I'm not talking if you live in Canada or America where there's like bears and mountain lions and rattlesnakes and all that sort of stuff. I'm on about in the UK where there's none of that, right? I mean, believe me, if I was camping somewhere in Canada where there's grizzlies about or black bears or whatever, I'd be extremely cautious. And if I was in my tent on a night and I heard a growl, I'd be... Ugh! Whereas if I'm in my tent on a night, now when I hear a growl, I think badger. Or maybe a fox, but probably a badger. I won't think twice about it. But no, places where there's major wildlife, let's say, the big stuff, that's different. But over here, right, there's nothing. The only thing, if you want to be scared of someone, is other people. Right, idiots. You get me? Like I had the other night on the ridge and down there and stuff. But 9 times out of 10, the idiots, all they'll do is they just make a noise trying to scare you. And if you ignore them, alright, they'll get bored. Alright, on occasion, you might get some idiot who'll throw something at your tent, and then you have to get out of your tent and say, excuse me, sir, would you please not do that? Or words to that effect. Or words to that effect, yeah. But no, so don't let stuff scare you. No point, life's too short. You're gonna die anyhow, sooner or later. Sorry to tell you, but you're all gonna die sooner or later. So there's no point spending all your life being scared of what's that noise, what's that noise, what's that noise. Oh, funny is, I'll have to tell you this, then I'll go, right? Seeing the camping ones, the funniest one I saw, oh, I was in hysterics. Alright, guy had gone camping in the woods, right? Middle of the night, he'd gone out calling nature. He'd got his head torch on, and he goes up to a tree to have a pee, and he sees a light in the distance, and he thinks, oh, what's that? Right? So he goes walking through the woods, and he thinks, well, this light's getting closer. So he turns his headlight off, right? And he's watching this light, and then the light in the distance goes off. And he's saying, Jesus, you know, and the thing is, I'm explaining it not very well because this guy was panicking, and then the light comes on and it's coming toward me, and all I could think was, there's probably some other guy in the distance walking, right, or doing the same thing, going for a pee or something with his headlight on, and he noticed the guy, he's turned his headlight on. Basically, they're doing exactly the same. It just made me laugh. I mean, this guy was, the guy who was filming it was terrified. He was scared. He was really, really scared and concerned that there was a light coming towards him, right? And then the light went off. And I'm thinking, you just walked towards that way and you turned your light off. You did exactly the same bloody thing. It was so funny. But this was on one of the scariest camping experiences ever type thing. Scariest moments when out camping. I'm thinking, what's scary? The guys are bloody idiots. Somebody with a torch. Oh, make me laugh. Oh, that wind's picking up a bit more. It said it was gonna. It's what I didn't want, but I just don't fancy another night on friggin' a hard concrete floor. Anyway, see you later.